Welcome to the Majestic Truth Podcast. Join us as we delve into the mysteries of the universe, explore the unexplained, and shed light on some of the most important events that have occurred and are occurring in our world today. Get ready to open your mind, expand your horizons, and discover the extraordinary. This is the Majestic Truth Podcast. And now your host, Michelle.
Welcome back, Truth Seekers, to another episode of the Majestic Truth Podcast, the show that explores the most intriguing mysteries and unexplained phenomena from our world and beyond. I'm your host, Michelle. We're diving into some fascinating recent developments in the world of UFOs and potential alien life. It seems like every week brings new revelations that challenge our understanding of what's possible. From government whistleblowers to civilian sightings, the evidence continues to mount that we may not be alone in the cosmos. In this episode, we'll be covering three major stories that have been making waves in the UFO community. We'll look at claims of a secret Pentagon program for retrieving alien craft, reports of strange sightings during the Northern Lights, and hints that NASA may be on the verge of announcing evidence of extraterrestrial life. So strap in and open your mind as we explore these tantalizing glimpses into the unknown. The truth is out there, and we're determined to find it. Before we kick off the show here, head on over to majestictruth.com/episode 37 to see the overview of this particular episode. So let's get into it. Our first story today involves some explosive claims about a secret Pentagon program for retrieving and reverse engineering UFOs. According to a recent whistleblower report, this covert program is called Immaculate Constellation and has allegedly been operating for decades. The whistleblower, whose identity remains protected, claims that the U.S. government has been actively recovering crashed or downed alien spacecraft and attempting to understand and replicate their advanced technology. This program supposedly goes far beyond just studying UFO sightings or encounters. We're talking about actually having alien tech in our possession. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like the plot of a sci-fi movie. But the whistleblower insists this is very real, with multiple sites across the country dedicated to storing and examining these otherworldly artifacts. They even suggest that some of our most cutting-edge military technology may have been reverse engineered from these recovered UFOs. Of course, the Pentagon has officially denied the existence of any such program, but let's be honest, that's exactly what they would say if it did exist, right? The whistleblower claims that knowledge of Immaculate Constellation is restricted to only a handful of high-level officials and specialized scientists with top-secret clearance. If true, this would be one of the biggest government cover-ups in history. It raises so many questions. How many craft have they recovered? What kind of technology are we talking about? And perhaps most importantly, where did these UFOs come from? The implications are staggering. If alien technology is real and in our possession, it could revolutionize everything from energy production to transportation to medicine. But it also means our government has been keeping some world-changing secrets from us for a very long time. Now let's talk about some fascinating UFO sightings that happened recently in New York State during the Northern Lights. It seems the auroras might be bringing more than just pretty colors to our night skies. A resident in Wayne County, New York, reported seeing several strange flying objects over Lake Ontario earlier this month. They were out with their husband, hoping to catch a glimpse of the Northern Lights, when things got weird. At first, they saw what looked like a shooting star, but then one very bright light appeared, glowed intensely, and then dimmed. Right after that, two more lights showed up, forming a triangle formation in the sky. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The witness claims these lights kept alternating between bright and dim, and they were moving around and even circling each other. This light show apparently went on for about 15 to 20 minutes. The person who reported this believes there might be a connection between the auroras and these UFO sightings. They suggested that because the Northern Lights are an energy vortex, they might actually be attracting these unexplained phenomena. The witness also said the objects would light up one after another in a systematic way, similar to the famous Phoenix Lights incident from 1997. Now, I'm not saying these were definitely alien spacecraft. There could be other explanations, but it's certainly an intriguing report, especially considering the timing. with the increased aurora activity we've been seeing lately. What do you think? Could there be a link between the northern lights and UFO sightings? Or is it just a case of people being out stargazing more often when the auroras are visible? It's definitely food for thought. Now let's dive into some exciting news that's been making waves in the scientific community. A NASA filmmaker recently made a bold claim that evidence of alien life could be revealed as soon as next month. Can you believe it? After decades of searching the cosmos, we might finally have concrete proof that we're not alone in the universe. The filmmaker, whose name hasn't been disclosed, apparently stated, "We found it," when referring to potential evidence of extraterrestrial life. Now, I know we've heard similar claims before, but coming from someone within NASA, this certainly carries more weight. But what exactly could this evidence be? Are we talking about microbial life on Mars? Or perhaps signs of advanced civilizations in distant galaxies? The details are frustratingly vague at this point, but it's enough to get our imaginations running wild. If this claim turns out to be true, it would be one of the most significant scientific discoveries in human history. It would fundamentally change our understanding of life in the universe and our place within it. Just to think about how this could impact fields like biology, astronomy, and even philosophy. Of course, we should approach this news with a healthy dose of skepticism. The scientific community will need to thoroughly examine and verify any evidence before making such a monumental announcement. And even if life is discovered, it might not be the advanced aliens of science fiction that many hope for. Still, the mere possibility that we might be on the verge of confirming the existence of alien life is incredibly exciting. It reminds us of how much we still have to learn about our vast and mysterious universe. Whatever this evidence turns out to be, it's sure to spark fascinating discussions and potentially open up new avenues of scientific research. All right, listeners, we've covered some pretty interesting stuff today. Let's take a moment to unpack all of this and consider what it might mean. First, this alleged secret Pentagon program for retrieving UFOs. If true, it would be absolutely groundbreaking. It suggests that not only do UFOs exist, but that our government has been actively collecting and studying them for years. This could completely reshape our understanding of technology, space travel, and maybe even the nature of reality itself. Then we have these UFO sightings during the Northern Lights. Now, I've always thought there was something magical about auroras, but the idea that they might be attracting otherworldly visitors, that's a whole new level of wonder. It makes you wonder if there's some connection between these natural phenomena and whatever technology these UFOs might be using. And of course, there's this tantalizing hint from NASA about potential evidence of alien life. We've been searching for signs of extraterrestrial life for so long, and to think we might be on the verge of a major discovery is incredibly exciting. But it also raises so many questions. What kind of life are we talking about? Microbial, intelligent, and how will this change our view of our place in the universe? All of these stories point to a reality that's far stranger and more complex than we've ever imagined. If even a fraction of this turns out to be true, we're looking at a fundamental shift in human knowledge and belief systems. It's both thrilling and a little scary to think about. But here's the thing. We need to approach all of this with a balance of open-mindedness and skepticism. While these stories are fascinating, we still need solid, verifiable evidence. Until we have that, it's important to keep our feet on the ground while we let our imaginations soar. Well, folks, we've covered a lot of ground today in the world of UFOs and potential alien life. From the whistleblower report about the Pentagon's secret UFO retrieval program to the fascinating UFO sightings during the Northern Lights in New York, and that tantalizing claim about evidence of alien life possibly being revealed next month, it's clear that the topic of extraterrestrial activity continues to captivate our imaginations. As we wrap up, I can't help but wonder what these developments might mean for our understanding of the universe and our place in it. Are we on the brink of a major revelation? Only time will tell. All right, truth seekers, that concludes this episode of Majestic Truth. For more information on this episode, visit majestictruth.com/episode 37. I hope you've enjoyed exploring the depths of the unknown with us today. Remember, the pursuit of truth and the quest for knowledge are ongoing journeys. So stay curious, stay open-minded, always follow your dreams, and keep seeking answers. And if you have your own theories or stories to share about UFOs, and other conspiracies, reach out to us on social media or email us at truth@majestictruth.com. Don't forget to mark your calendars and set your alarms because our next episode will be available in 2 weeks on your favorite podcast app. Trust us, you won't want to miss it. Until then, keep your eyes on the skies, your mind open, and remember, the truth is out there.
For updates, behind-the-scenes content, and a chance to engage with fellow truth seekers, stay connected with us on social media. Find us on Twitter at TruthSeekerPod, Instagram at Majestic Truth Seekers, and TikTok at Majestic Truth Seekers. Thanks for listening.